Hi folks, so this is the final Super Geek Box unboxing. This is the Super Geek Box for June 2018. I think I just outgrew a lot of the geek stuff, frankly. I guess I outgrew the geek stuff or the geek stuff outgrew me. You can look at it one way or the other. So the punchline is, I'm going to give some props here. I put the cancellation in on May 9th, and about 2 weeks later I get an email. You've been charged for Super Geek Box June. Like, what? I'm sorry, this is May 2018. Like, what? So I sent an email. It's like, I put the cancellation in, and the person responded, and they said, well, the deadline to cancel is on May 5th. And I even said, it's like, give me the return information. I'll send it back. And they were like, well, we'll just go ahead and comp this. No hard feelings. So I guess for me, it's also kind of no hard feelings. I'm not feeling the geek stuff anymore. Like I've said in other videos, for a very long time, like 2011 to 2017, I was a volunteer with NC Comic-Con. I worked my way up from the lowest of the low to a position where I was actually featured as staff. I started watching Doors in 2011. By 2017, I was directing the costume contest. And then one day, out of nowhere, I was basically told, yeah, well, Panda, we don't want you anymore. I was like, well, why? What happened? Well, just, we're going to go with someone else. It wasn't like, here's another position, we're moving you. It was just, go away. And that kind of made me start thinking about the whole geek culture thing. Maybe it's just soured me on geek culture in general. The feeling's gone. And I think a lot of that is kind of transferred over to the geek boxes. So anyway, this is the final Super Geek Box. The one thing, here we go. The one thing, and I guess I can say this for the last time, they do well that no one else does, is they find the coolest ways around Nintendo's Nintendo in particular for some reason, Nintendo's intellectual property, whether it's Mario, whether it's Zelda, whether it's Pokemon. If Nintendo made it, they will make swag for it that looks like licensed stuff, but it's not licensed because they changed the name. The problem is, and I already see this, some of the stuff that's sized, unfortunately, is not sized to fit. In this case, we've got a Snapback Hat from Nerd Create. It is the classic Pokemon sprites of Ash and Pikachu, but the problem is, because part of my genetic curse is I seem to have unusually large feet and an unusually large head. Usually I'll run about an 8. Holy shit, this actually fits. Wow. Usually most snapbacks don't. Okay, I own it. I wasn't wrong about the past, because you can watch some of the other videos and you can see me try to struggle to get it on. But a lot of like this stuff, I see something else in there. What the hell? I see a pair of socks. And I'm loving. So again, this is trying to get around the IP. So I'm not competing with me over the cellophane. So we have a pair of Guardians Galaxy socks. And the character is Rocket, whom I have adored for so long, for so many different reasons. I am old enough to remember when Rocket Raccoon was a supporting member of the Hulk's universe. I remember him getting a mini-series, and pretty much everybody, with the exception of me and like all the other furries who really weren't furries at the time, because furries weren't formally a fandom back in the 1980s, at least to the point where we are now, with the exception of like the furries, everybody else is like, yeah, that Rocket Raccoon miniseries sucks. Rocket Raccoon, what a stupid character. To the point where Peter David kind of killed him, but didn't kill him in an issue of the Hulk that he was writing. You see the bad guy monologuing and talking. And on the background, his trophy wall, you see a raccoon pelt with green gloves. Now, I wonder who that could be. So that's one of the reasons why, Rocket is my favorite character, because I love the underdogs. I am a person, I am not popular by any stretch of the imagination. If you go into various social circles and you mention my name, you're probably going to have a whole bunch of people like, oh my God, he's an asshole. Oh my God, I met him. Oh, he's such a dick. To see Rocket not only get in the Guardians of the Galaxy as a comic franchise, but to make it into the film and become the breakout star of that film. I can't think of a bigger fuck you to the comic geek fan base than to see this dude become the breakaway character when everybody was just shitting on him like crazy 30 years ago. But here's the problem, though. They're socks. And, again, I mentioned this before. I have a freakishly awkward large body. My hat size is about an 8 1/4, maybe an 8 1/8 to an 8 1/4. My feet, man, I call them paw-like feet for a reason. I got like 12 wides. So socks would be great if, like, I was about maybe 13. Me at 13, I could have worn these. Me at 45, it's like, this part might come to the ankle. You might be able to see just a little bit of Rocket peeking out of my hiking boots. Again, it's not like a personal thing. It's just Super Geek Boxes and thinking about kind of the big, broad consumer base. A lot of the clothing is size small, or it's just, for me, age inappropriate. But still, I love the design. And I'm going to freaking keep these just because it's Rocket Man. Let's see what else we've got here. So, next up is a ball. And I think, if this is what I think it is, it's a little mini figure. I'm going to bet once I get this plastic off. And of course, wouldn't you know, if you saw my Birchbox video, I'm making this the day after the Birchbox video, I was lamenting the fact that I get the manicure kit 2 days after I trim my nails down. So instead of embarrassing myself, I'm just going to grab the knife. I'm going to make a point of entry there. Ha! Ha! All right. So I'm betting we're going to see a body inside this. And I'm going to bet the body, the head snaps around the body to create a Garfield Logan, also known as, maybe it isn't Beast Boy. Holy shit, well, Christ. Yeah, you know what? I'm betting it is Gar Logan. Fuck the modern cartoons. Always going to be Changeling to me. Alright, I'm spending way too much time trying to get this onto the body. So we'll do this. If it'll stand up, it'll stay up. So again, kind of a cool thing. At least I think. Now, of course, watch, they're going to call him some green ape, because I'm betting if it's who I think it is. I don't think DC's probably licensing this. And God damn. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. Next up is, we'll do the pin next to last. Oh my God, I'm loving the pin. The pin is great. Han Solo, Chewbacca. Solo just came out. Loved Solo. I've already seen it twice. Again, fuck the haters. I'm so sorry that you're 45 and you feel like your childhood was taken away from you. I'm so sorry that you were born in the 60s and came of age in the 70s, and you're now pissy because there are girls in Star Wars and there are brown people in Star Wars, and it's not my Star Wars anymore. Fucking evolve or die, man. Seriously. What did we learn on Twitter on Tuesday? The age of white racism is done. Fucking drop it or get dropped. So all the people who are screaming and crying about Star Wars, fuck them, man. The fandom's better off without them. Again, I love Star. I love Solo. Solo was just amazing. Saw it twice. May see it a third time just for fun. A little, a little disappointed, man. I was really hoping we would get to see more of Beckett's crew before, that scene. No spoilers, but, that scene. In particular, man, Rio Durant was just hitting like every one of my, I can't believe it's not rocket buttons, to the point where, my ears aren't trained very well. Again, full disclosure, I'm probably going to be on hearing aids by the end of the year. So when I saw it the second time, I was watching the credits because I thought that it was Bradley Cooper. But, it turns out it was Jon Favreau. But just, again, Rio was just like hitting every single one of my, oh my God, I love this character moments. So the last thing we got is a t-shirt, and a very well folded t-shirt. And it's, oh, look at this. All right. It's a good way to send the box out as a series. The hat fits me. The pin is cool. The shirt is cool. We'll take a look and we'll see what Green Dude here is in just a second. If that is a Garfield Logan changeling. Suck it, kids. Anyway, again, the t-shirt, this cute design of Han and Chewie. So let's see what we've got. Item 1, Nerd Create. SGB exclusive 8-bit Pocket Pals. Nod to Pokemon on the Game Boy. Item 2, Super Geekware Furry and Rebel Pocket Tee. Item 3, Titan Fits SGB exclusive Galactic Buddy Socks. And, well, okay, bonus item. We have no idea who or what it is. So, I think that is the second to the last of the Geek Box unboxings. I actually just got the email today. The Geek Fuel XL box is en route. We'll unbox that. We'll have some fun with it. But I think that is the end of the geek stuff. Just like I was talking about with the Star Wars rant, sometimes you can outgrow fandoms. There is one person on my social media feed. Not going to give his name, but if you are one of my Facebook friends and you're seeing this, you probably know who it is. Who just spends all of his time bitching because geek culture isn't his geek culture. Wonder Woman wasn't a good movie. I can't believe everybody's into Wonder Woman SJWs. Star Wars The Last Jedi comes out, which is kind of a soft reset on that whole universe. Last Jedi sucked. They killed off everybody, man. They killed off Han in Force Awakens. They killed off Luke Skywalker. Spoilers, it was December. If you haven't seen it by now, don't fucking cry in the comments. Super Leia was so dumb, man. Yeah, it's not like she's not, half Jedi. It's not like her father was, one of the ultimate Force users. No, she has no connection to it whatsoever. Just her brother, right? And every time I see him fucking having a temper tantrum on Facebook, it's like, dude, you outgrew the fandom. Evolve with it. And, maybe that's just where I am right now. Maybe I've just kind of evolved out of geek stuff. Or maybe I just need a break, man. Like I said, I'm still licking my wounds from the NC Comic Con thing because, I put a lot of emotional labor into that. I put a lot of emotional energy into that. I took a costume contest that was just a running dumpster fire, and I turned it into this efficient machine. And to see that taken away from me and to see me kicked to the curb, the fucking chair didn't even have the balls to do it himself. Fuck you, Alan. You have to have somebody else email me because you just don't have the goddamn balls to say, hey, sorry, you put bridges between me and the friends that I made on staff because it felt like, I was the person out and they couldn't talk to me anymore. Fuck you, Alan. Seriously. Who knows? Maybe at some point in the future, I'll kind of grow back into it. I'll get interested in it. But for right now, I'm just kind of burned out on geek culture. And I think that's kind of the big reason why I'm not feeling a lot of this stuff anymore. And I think that's crossing over into the unboxings that I'm doing. So anyway, folks, still doing the men's stuff. And again, like I said, I got the Geek Fuel box, Geek Fuel XL. Sorry, got to get the rebranding right for that last video. Got the Geek Fuel XL box coming, and I guess we'll kind of close out the geek stuff until, maybe I turn 50 and I have a midlife man-child reawakening. So, if you want to go ahead and leave some comments down there, and I'm going to say it, getting rid of Super Geek Box was not malicious. If I was still subscribing, I might, this box might cause me to reconsider, although I am looking and, oh my god, I get it now. Jesus, I'm dumb. It's a pocket shirt. I thought it was like a box or something. Okay, I totally get it. I would be satisfied with this box, but the problem is sizing issue is always a problem, and I'm not feeling the geek stuff in general, folks. So, Super Geek Box, thank you for resolving the issue. I really appreciate that. And again, if you're watching this, they do have amazing customer service. Likewise, Geek Fuel still has amazing customer service. Loot Crate, let's not talk about them, and Nerd Block, I'm not stepping back into that dumpster fire again, man. Burn me once, just done. So anyway, if you want to leave a comment, please by all means, subscribe. If you want to stick around for the men's stuff, please by all means hit the subscribe button. If you want to leave some comments, please by all means leave some comments. I'm waiting for the army of MRA man children who are probably going to start tossing this around on Reddit. Anyway, beyond that, gosh, I guess we have one geek box coming, and I'm going to figure out some kind of handoff after that. So until then, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. And fuck you, Roseanne. You racist fucking.